Alright, ladies, gentlemen, and of course, gamers of all kind, even mobile. Welcome back to another League of Legends patch looky-loo. So, 2 weeks later, we're back to 10.19, baby. And this one, oh boy, let me tell you, this one's gonna be a fucking doozy. So, this is the world's patch, so it's gonna be pretty big, and I'm assuming it's gonna nerf a lot of people, buff a lot of things they want to see in worlds to make it, interesting, especially because it's in China. And they're releasing the newest ADC, Samira, which I have very interesting opinions about. But we're gonna go over all that, all the changes, Samira especially because she's an AD, and I'm probably gonna spend like 30 fucking minutes on her, but I'm gonna go over her at the end just to save time and hopefully get people to watch the whole video or just at least skip to the end. So anyway, we still got the PsyOps event going on, which is pretty good, and other than that, let's just see what's in the fucking patch. So the world itself has been a little topsy-turvy because of COVID, but there's nothing crazy here. Okay, so maybe it is just a very tame world patch. We promise. This patch is focused on tidying things up for the championship, which means leveling the playing field, so nerfing things that don't make sense. Oh, they're nerfing Caitlyn. Never mind, that's good. This also means we're giving a bit of a kick to some friends, too. Okay. A warm welcome to Samira, who can slice, dice, and blast it up to the bot lane. Cool. Even though I don't think she's going to go to the bot lane, but we'll see. We'll see. And then TFT patch notes, we don't give a fuck. Okay, so the skins. You can barely fucking see them here, but these are all the skins. The second round of PsyOps skins is coming out. So we got PsyOps Victor, PsyOps Zed, Samira, Pyke, Kale, Championship LeBlanc, and for some really random reason, True Damage Yasuo. So, what do I think of these skins? I think they're all pretty okay. Ironically enough, I think the first round of PsyOps sucked absolute asshole, even the Sona skin, and the second round of PsyOps is a little better because they changed the color scheme up a little bit, and I appreciate that. I think PsyOps Samira is actually a really good fucking skin. Zed's alright, Victor's okay, Pyke is probably the best one, and then Kale's whatever, and then Championship LeBlanc, I actually think it's a really good championship skin. Pretty fucking nice effects, really hot. Love the splash art colors. True Damage Yasuo, they're reviving True Damage again, I guess. Or is it True Damage? No, they're bringing back KDA, so I don't know why they're giving Yasuo a prestige, but hey, there it is. So, yeah. Cool skins, better than the first round, but none I'm gonna fucking get. Anyway, Eternals are on sale. Oh, no way. The Eternal Series 1 and Starred Series are all, okay, the discount on the Series 1 will begin on September 24th. Okay, so that's in like, I think over a week? Yeah, it's over a week, Jesus Christ. But, yeah, Eternals, I have some mixed opinions about those. Let me share those right now. So, they're basically stat tracking stats that you can't even control, right? Like, I'm not gonna lie, some Eternals are pretty good. But some Eternals just track stuff that seems so ass. Like, for instance, I got one on Kassadin. One of them on Kassadin is, oh, your W, how much mana have you gotten with it? Who the fuck cares how much mana you've gotten with your W? The other one on Kassadin is like, oh, how many kills have you gotten within like 1 second within ulting? See, that's one that's okay, I guess. It's basically just tracking kills when you ult, but the fucking mana one doesn't make sense. And the worst part is, you have to pay for them. And then the second worst part is, the ones you get for free are fucking random. That is so ass. They would have got me. Riot would have fucking made me kiss them on the mouth if the random Eternal, well, not random, the Eternal capsules you get, you can choose what champion they're for. Yeah, you don't get a lot. Like, what have I gotten? 4? Because you get one from ranked, and then you get, like, I think one from Clash, and then maybe you get some from other shit, but you barely get any for free. If you don't spend any money, you barely get any Eternals, and, like, the fact that the Eternals you do get are random is just a big slap in the face. Like, okay, cool. I got a fucking Rek'Sai Eternal as an ADC main. Wow. So fucking dumb. But anyway, they're a good idea. I just wish it was implemented better. But hey, it's not hurting anyone, but goddamn, Riot wants money. But anyway, they're going on sale. I'm not going to buy them. I don't think anyone should fucking buy them, because they're going to make a Series 2, and then people are going to spend more money for no reason. Anyway. Samira, I'll go over her at the end. Ahri. So what do I think of Ahri? I think Ahri's pretty fucking weak. I don't think she's extremely weak to the point where she's not played. I think she has her strengths, aka her catch out and mobility. But because of her catch out and mobility, she sacrifices raw power. But hopefully that's made up for from everything else. I assume she's going to get buffed, probably because a lot of pro players on some of the other regions maybe play her. Who the fuck knows? I'm not that into esports with League. I'm only into LCS and Worlds. That's basically it. But I expect to see Ahri buffed here. She's definitely on the weaker side. She has a pretty decent mid game, but she doesn't scale too well. W cooldown and cost reduced, so she is getting buffed. It's going down from 6 to 5, so they're reducing it by 1 second, lowering the mana. I mean, these are okay. Realistically, it doesn't do too much for her. It doesn't make her great. But if you're already playing her, it's better to play her, I guess. But this is whatever. Akali. I honestly don't know where Akali is. She's such a fucking weird champion, right? Because I thought after they fucking barraged her with nerfs, she would be done. But apparently, I'm seeing videos of ADC players getting one shot in less than 0.5 seconds by Akali. And it's like, okay, Riot probably doesn't like that. So realistically, I think Akali just sucks ass. But Riot's probably going to nerf her again because she's one-shotting ADs again, which isn't really an achievement. It's just that's what's done to ADCs, so she's still getting nerfed for no reason. But she's getting nerfed nonetheless, and I like it. I wish they brought back old Akali. What are they doing? They are in fact nerfing her, I was right. We've seen an increase in Akali presence in Pro since our buffs in 10.16. Aren't we on 10.19? Jesus. Her Q base damage is going down by 5, and the ratio is going down. This does almost nothing, in my opinion. Whatever. Okay, Aphelios. What do I think of Aphelios? Anyway. What do I think of Aphelios? I think Aphelios is pretty weak, right? They nerfed almost every fucking aspect of his kit. Almost every one. But I'm trying to think, like, what is Aphelios' strength? I mean, he has a great late game, right? He has versatility. He has some... I mean, that's about it, honestly. He has, like, great damage and versatility, but not anything crazy because he's immobile. And his early and mid are pretty much shot, so... I mean, I played him. I still did really good with him, but I'm in Pislow, so I can't really use that as, like, an example. I think he's okay. He's definitely near the bottom, but I'm assuming they're gonna buff him. They kind of have to. He's like, he dropped off the face of existence, so they have to buff him. Base AD growth increase. This does nothing. This does fucking nothing. Azir, what do I think of Azir? He's actually seeing pro play, which is kind of dangerous, right? I don't know what it is with you know, Riot's balance team, but they have their heads up their asses sometimes. I've seen Azir in pro play, right? Some NA players have played him, some EU players have played him. I don't think he's particularly good. He's decent. He's, you know, if you get to late, it's Azir. He does really well. But he's not like crazy oppressive OP. He's good, but he can still lose, and he has been losing. So I'll actually be very surprised if I see nerfs here, but that's what I'm expecting.
Hunter Leon.
Yeah, too fucking bad, Hunter. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting to see nerfs, but I'm not too sure, honestly. Because, like, I think they're gonna nerf him because he's been seeing play in pro. But I don't think he deserves it because he's not that good, but Riot is fucking dumb. But what are they doing? Let's see. I think they're gonna nerf him. Okay, they nerfed him. Azir has arisen to the upper tiers of mages in pro play. That's such a fucking lie. And has become the de facto option for scaling comps. That's also a fucking lie. Syndra, hello? Since pro players are able to get more 3-soldier auto-offs than in lower MMR, thus proccing the double bonus attack speed, we're bringing down the ratio. Wow! That's actually not that bad. Let me see, what are they doing? The bonus attack speed you get passively is going from 60 to 55. So 5%. Okay, that's fine. And then the triple bonus attack speed is going from 60 to 55. This is a non-fucking nerf. What is it, 10% overall? Big fucking whoop. This is nothing. Okay, Caitlyn. They said in the beginning Caitlyn's getting nerfed. I think she deserves to get nerfed. I always ban her, so I never play against her. And when I see her, she's honestly not even that good, but fuck this bitch. What are they doing? Attack damage by 2, attack speed growth by 0.5. I mean, it hurts her a little bit. Ironically, these little changes, right, that I say on other champions don't really matter. I think they matter on ADs more so because ADs really rely on, you know, auto attack damage and attack speed. So nerfing those things, really, you can feel it. You can definitely feel it on the champion. Because ADCs have to auto to get farm, you know? So it's like, when they nerfed Jin's grenade AD by like 10, I noticed it. I was like, wow, I'm not getting minions that I should be getting with the first tick of the queue. But I would say on ADs this matters, and on Caitlyn it probably hurts her. But fuck Caitlyn, and yeah, these changes, I don't give a shit. Don't play Caitlyn. Remove her. Alright, Irelia. Irelia has been, in my opinion, given the same treatment as Akali. So, Irelia, when she came out, was busted, got nerfed to the fucking ground, got buffed, was decent, got nerfed. I don't know where you find a middle ground with these champions, because they're either shit, and you do good with them if you get insanely fed and have a really good matchup, or a smurf on them, or you just don't do anything, because they're fucking useless and suck dick. So, I think Irelia has to get buffed here, because unlike Akali, she's bad, and she's not seen in pro play. So it's like, I'm assuming they have to buff her because they kind of want her to be in pro play. She's pretty fun to watch. What are they doing? They are buffing her. Our damage and perimeter base damage increased later. Oh! They're nerfing her R late game. Interesting. By how much? 75 base damage late. Okay, and then the perimeter damage is up by 100. Okay, these are actually nothing to laugh at. This is actually a pretty substantial buff to her R. Because I actually felt it. I played against Irelia recently, and I walked through the R thinking it would do like no fucking damage, and it did a little bit, honestly. So buffing this and making the R an actual thing you either have to, like, you know, think about and flash over, or just take the fucking L. I think that's good. I think Irelia's ulti, and a matter of fact, any ulti in this game should be fucking meaningful and impactful. And Irelia's ulti was kind of just used as a Q reset. And it didn't really matter. Maybe a slow to, like, if they pass through the R to, like, you know, kind of cage them in somewhere. But for all intents and purposes, her ulti was basically just an ability on a really long cooldown. It wasn't an ulti. It really fucking wasn't. And to see it getting buffed is actually, I think that's very good for Irelia. Is it enough? No, because it's late game that it gains most of its power. Early game, it has literally no fucking change. Middle game, it's like barely. I mean, it's something. But Irelia, I think her problem is she can't ramp up as hard. And to get to late game, your team just has to, I guess, keep you in the game. Or the enemy team has to be trolling. I don't know, this is weird. I think this is a good buff for her, but not the one she needed. So, yeah. Ivern, I already know what this Ivern change is. Hunter's been talking about it, and he says it's pretty good. I'm going to take his word for it, because I have no clue about Ivern. Ivern's main thing, I saw the Ivern documentary recently, too, that came out like 9 months ago by Excel. Ivern is a champ that fucking almost no one plays, and just sucks cock, because he's gotten like a year's worth of just straight nerfs, which is hilarious. I didn't even know it was that bad. But yeah, let's just see what they're saying about him. He's obviously getting buffed because, yeah, he sucks. Ivern has seen little play in pro games, and that's all they're balancing for in this patch. Despite holding his own in other skill brackets, this change has occurred. Okay. They're increasing the slow from 40 to 50, which again, according to Hunter, is a big change. I don't know. I still think Ivern sucks ass, but it's the only thing Hunter can play, so there we go. Lucian. So I know for a fact, well, I don't know for a fact. I know 99% Lucian's getting nerfed. Do I think he deserves the nerf? No. I think the fact of the matter is, Lucian's a suck-ass AD, right? And why is he a suck-ass AD? He has 500 range. Now, this is going to come up later. Remember this, people. 500 range, bad for AD. Remember that. Lucian does 500 range, right? He sucks in the ADC position. So what's the solution? He's a pretty decent champion if you're not facing another AD in support. So they took him mid, and they took him top. And when you take him mid and top, he does substantially better. And because Riot still sees him for some reason as an ADC, but refuses to give his guns range, it's like, okay, I guess he fucking just blows, right? So the problem is Riot wants him to be an ADC, but refuses to buff him in the role. And because they don't like people going out of their little comfort boxes of, oh, Lucian's an AD, why is he going top and mid? They're gonna fucking nerf him. Why? I don't know. They say they like diversity. Not many ADs can go outside the ADC role. Why? Because they get fucking one-shot and clapped. I would say the few people who can do that are Vayne, top, maybe. Lucian, obviously. Quinn's not an AD anymore. Graves isn't an AD anymore. Ezreal could probably go mid. Kog'Maw goes mid with the fucking stupid AP build, but that's it. Every other AD, if you bring them to other places, maybe Varus mid with lethality, maybe. But every other AD, if you put them on their own, they just insta-lose almost every matchup. Guaranteed. The only matchup I think they won't insta-lose and go even in is against top lane Kayle. But at that point, it's a non-champion you're facing for the first, like, 20 minutes. So it just baffles me, like, how fucked their mentality is with what they say and what they do. And the fact of the matter is, this nerf, let me see what it fucking is, because it's a nerf. Attack damage growth 2.75 to 2.3. Okay, that means, I mean, it's an AD, like I said. It does matter, but it doesn't matter that much. But it's like, this hurts his ADC position, which he wasn't even played in originally. So now he's not going to be able to, well, I don't know if this nerf actually does what it's supposed to in Riot's eyes. Let's assume it does, right? He's not going to go top anymore. He's not going to go mid anymore. Even though I think this does nothing, he still will go there because that's the only place he's viable. His AD role is now hurted even more, and he's not played there anyway. So what is this solving? You're just making people, okay, let's not play Lucian. Oh, cool. Nice. So anyway, that's that. Lucian's getting nerfed for fucking God knows what. But anyway, yeah. Senna. Senna, I know, is almost for a fact going to get fucking nerfed. She's played way too much. She's like the safest, one of the best bot lane ADC picks. And it's kind of like the Kai'Sa thing, right? Kai'Sa, great ADC, you know, safety, nuke damage, assassin, invisibility, slippery, great all around, right? You nerf her ADC build, she goes AP. You nerf her AP build, she goes mixed. You nerf everything fucking about her, she's not played. Senna, great support, buffed, you know, really good, does a lot of damage, really nice, nerfed it. Okay, Senna, gone as the AD but goes support in the beginning. Because that's the only way to, you know, really get the use out of her that you used to. Then they nerf that because they didn't like that. Okay, now Senna's going ADC because that's just the best thing for her. And everything else was nerfed. What are they doing now? They're going to nerf Senna ADC. And now Senna's not going to have anything she's great at. And she's probably only going to be played by Senna mains. Great. Good job, Riot. Fucking dunces. Anyway, I'm almost positive Senna's getting nerfed. Okay. Missed Wraith drop chance on minion kills decreased. Again, they're nerfing ADC, okay. Senna has been stepping into the limelight both as a bot lane carry and as a utility first marksman. Of course, because she doesn't do fucking AD damage. We're reducing her scaling via missed Wraiths to grant more leeway to other traditional hyper carries. Even though other hyper carries outperform her, but whatever. So, what's the drop chance? 8.33, okay. 4.166, approximately once every 4 waves. So they essentially doubled it, which is a huge fucking nerf in my opinion. But it's better than what it used to be. It used to be like fucking, I think, less than 1% or around 1%, which was fucking ass. So it's better than that. But if you think about it just in terms of what it was, right? Instead of happening every 2 waves, it's happening every 4 waves. They're essentially doubling it. That's fucked up. I mean, AD Senna is still going to be good. You mostly get your souls from the minions you miss or just the enemy stacking, right? But you're definitely going to feel this. You're not going to have as many souls. And Senna's all about them souls, baby. So definitely not enough to take her out of the bot lane, but enough to be felt. Enough to definitely be felt. They're actually touching Sivir. I'm surprised. I think Sivir sucks ass. She's a decent AD. She used to be the best once upon a time, but she kind of fell out of favor. Meta changes, whatnot. Because she's so ass, I'm almost positive we're going to see buffs. And they, for some reason, want to see Sun in World, so whatever. Sivir's fallen off the radar. You got that fucking right. No one plays this bitch anymore. So we're increasing her ability to hunt down enemies. Yes, because when you think of Sivir, you think of her insane damage and the fact that she hunts down enemies. That's what you think of Sivir. Not the wave clear, not the spell shield, not the buffing movement speed for her team. No. You think of her move speed that hunts down enemies with her insane damage. This is dumb. I mean, it helps her, but I just hate the reasoning Riot put in. That makes no sense. Okay, so the bonus move speed, 30 to 50, 35 to 55. This does absolutely fucking nothing. Sylas. Sylas has been an issue again, ironically enough. Again, same thing as... Oh god, my uncle's calling me. Same thing as my... Or not as my... As Akali. God, that messed up my whole train of thought. Same thing as Akali and the other bitch, Irelia, right? He came out, was super fucking busted. Or no, it was actually really bad. And then I think buffed, busted, nerfed. No one played him. And now even though he's nerfed, people are figuring out, wait, he's still OP, he's still good. And they're playing him, and now Riot's gonna nerf him again. I tried playing Sylas, I fucking hated it. And, hey man, to all the Sylas players out there, I hope you enjoy it, man. I don't know, I hate playing Sylas. He's so fucking weird. I mean, granted I've been playing him for one game, but god, I just hate this champion. But, I can definitely see his worth. He is good. He heals a fucking truck ton, and then he hits like a truck late game. So not only do you have this healthy mage who does nuke damage and doesn't fucking die, but he also has so much potential because of his ulti. It's insane. I think we're going to see nerfs to him. I haven't really seen him that much in pro play, but he's been a fucking animal in solo queue, so we'll see what they do. Sylas has been shackled in pro play due to having a weaker laning phase and stronger counter picks. I'm assuming to see nerfs, by the way. This will allow us to amplify his real niche of snatching an ultimate here and an ultimate there. They're buffing him! Wow, that's actually insane. Instead of a minute cooldown late, they're making it 40 seconds. That's actually a huge buff. That's wild. They're lowering his like cooldown by like 1/3. That's fucking insane. And it's an ultimate ability too that steals like another ult. I guess the saving grace is the enemy champions have the internal timer on them, so you can't keep stealing the same ultimate from the same champion. But that's actually crazy. That's a huge buff to Sylas. That's insane. Sylas is a pretty fun guy to watch though. He has a lot of playmaking potential and just fucking goes ham. He's going to be a really good pick at Worlds, an interesting pick at Worlds, and they want that, so that's why they're buffing him. That's insane, though. I did not think he needed a buff, and that's an insane buff. Okay, TF. What do I think of TF? TF's another one who can basically make plays around the map, and mid lane is the lane that's watched most in LCS, probably, or in esports. So, what do I think of TF? I don't think he's too good, honestly. I think he's just, like, you know, middle of the ground. So I think we might actually see buffs for him, just because I think he doesn't really excel at anything. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not bad, but I don't think he really does anything that's meaningful that much. He just ults around the map, gets a stun, and then sets shit up, and maybe gets the kill. I assume to see buffs here. Base... Oh, wow, they're nerfing him too. What the fuck? TF remains a meta-driving force in pro play as a safe roamer. Yep. He just clears the wave and then roams. So we're paring down some of that. His move speed is going down by 5. This actually is pretty significant. TF used to have a lot of fucking move speed. I think he had like, what, 340 maybe at some point? I might be bugging though, don't check me on that. But nerfing move speed on any character that's pretty much immobile, you feel it on them. You definitely fucking feel it. Does this hurt his roaming and safetiness? Not really. It matters in the sole cases where you're running someone down and they're a little faster than you, yeah. But in general, this matters, unless it's those very niche situations, it matters very little. But it is a nerf nonetheless, and I'm surprised, and it's a little bit of a significant one. Alright, Udry. What do I think of Udry? I think Udry has gotten very popular because of Trick 2G, as always. Lane Udyr has gotten even more popular. I think he's actually played more in lane than he is in the jungle, ironically enough. I don't think he needs to get nerfed. I mean, honestly, the way Trick plays him, and Trick's in decently high elo, it looks like it's fucking broken sometimes, right? But I don't think it is. I actually think Udyr sucks ass. I think Trick would agree Udyr sucks ass, and Trick is just shitting on shitters. So I think Udyr should get buffed. What do you buff about him? I don't even fucking know, honestly. I don't know why. I mean, Udyr's bad, I guess, just because he gets kited, right? But aside from that, I don't fucking know. Maybe just help his ability to not get kited. But if you give him more move speed, Trick's gonna go fucking insane. I don't know. I honestly don't know what you would buff about him, but I hope to see a buff here. Okay, Tiger Stance tends to be the go-to for Udyr players. Arcone damage. Okay, so they're buffing his fucking AP. Okay, whatever. This is fucking dumb. 50.6 to 60, 310, 260. So they're buffing the late game damage by quite a bit. And then the ratio is up more. Trick is gonna go insane with this. He's already been playing Phoenix tier a lot. This is gonna go fucking sicko, honestly. I think this is a fucking scary buff for AP Udyr. Because it matters. Oh mama, this is gonna be crazy. The cone does a lot of damage too. I don't think this is enough to have him even seen in pro play. I'll be surprised if it is, but this is actually the one of the few changes this patch I think actually helps solo queue. Solo queue Udyr, aka Trick Udyr. Okay, Vayne. What do I think of Vayne? Vayne sucks ass. She's one of the worst ADs. If you get to late, she's good, but that's the problem, getting to late. She sucks dick early, she sucks dick mid. And you only really play her into a full tank, well not full tank, a heavy tank team comp on the enemy team, if you can be protected on your team, or if you know you're going to get to late game, which is very rare these days. So Vayne pretty much sucks ass. I'll be very surprised if they nerf her. I'm 99% sure this is a buff. To what? I honestly don't know. But knowing Vayne, it probably has to be damaged somewhere. What are they doing? Our bonus AD increased. I was fucking right! Vayne has been in the shadows as of late and hasn't been succeeding in places she traditionally has. Yeah, because she sucks. We're heightening Vayne's window of power by letting her excel in the moments you pick her for. Yeah, no, you don't pick her for certain specific moments. You pick her because you're going against tanks or whatever the fuck I said before. So how much are they buffing it? 25, 35, 40, 50, 60, 55, 60. This does fucking nothing. This is ass. One for all, no one cares, even though I play that quite a bit. ARAM, no one cares, even though I play that a lot more right now. I'm really not liking Rift anymore. And the upcoming skins, there they are, cool. They're all pretty good. You can see them in all their glory. Kale sucks ass, like I said. LeBlanc, good. Samira, great. Zed, okay. Victor, weakest one probably. Pike, I think best of the bunch. And then they're the splash arts, cool. So, like I promised, now that we're at the end here, we're going to see Samira's kit. So, instead of me trying to describe it to people and having them, you know, not know what the fuck I'm talking about, we're going to put some visual aids up here. Let me put the Google thing here. Hold up. Boom! Look at that. Look at that shit. Alright, now watch this shit. Ready? So, I'll describe it, and then I'll show it. And then I'll give my opinions, right? And I'll give my big blaring opinion at the end. But let's just watch her shit first, right? So what is this? Her passive. Her passive is probably, honestly, one of the most complicated things of her kit, right? So, you basically have to land an attack on an enemy. And you get, like, a point of style. And there's different, like, grades of it, right? There's E all the way to S. And the higher grade you get, the more move speed you get. That's pretty simple, right? But the way you increase your grade is you hit a champion with something that you didn't already hit them with. For instance, if I auto someone, I go up a grade. I go up a style grade. I can't hit them with the same thing and go up another style grade. I have to hit them with something different. So I can auto, then I can Q, then I can auto, Q, auto, Q, auto, and each one of those will put up my style grade. Just autoing twice and queuing twice will not put it up more than once. It has to be a different attack from what you attacked with the last. Let's watch. Wow, that's so fucking loud, and that sounds so shitty. See, look, C, B, A, let me full screen this shit, S, boom. And S is obviously her highest rank. And we'll see it again, boom. Oh, I guess not. Oh, yeah, wait, no, she has more, So I forgot, her other passive, because I guess she has 2 now, because why not? Well, technically she has 3, actually. So her other passive is, in melee range, she actually attacks with her sword, and it does bonus damage based on missing health up to a cap. So that's pretty cool, right? And you'll know why that's important in a bit, when I get to the end of her kit. And her third passive is if a person is CC'd, she can dash like into them if she's within a certain range and shoot them for an auto attack that I guess procs on hits 6 times, which kind of sounds insane, but yeah, that's the little dash. So her passive, again, like I said, the most complicated part about her. Her Q. Her Q is basically MFQ that doesn't go through anything. Boom, that's it. That's her Q. And her Q in melee range is she swipes her sword. Does same damage though. Let's watch again. See, Q at range, Q in melee range. Boom. Both do the same damage. And the Q can be blocked by minions, so the Q kind of sucks ass in my opinion. But it's a super low cooldown. You're going to be maxing that first. Her W, Blade Whirl. This is probably the most simple thing in her kit, but one of the most powerful. She basically has AoE damaging Wind Wall. Watch that. Boom. She blocks any missiles that come to her, and she damages twice. AoE damaging Wind Wall. E. Her E is a dash that does damage and can reset. Boom, there it is. Wow, that's such a shit video. What is this? Yeah, see that E? Boom. And you can E while queuing to, I guess, have both proc at the same time. But anyway, her ulti is basically Katarina ulti, where you can move around, hit everything in the area, you lifesteal off of it, but you can only use it if you're at max passive rank. So, here you go. Apologies for the shitty sound, but that's Riot, not me. So yeah, you get S, you ult, and you lifesteal, you kill everything. It does a lot of damage, you can move around in it, and it uses up your passive. That's the important part. It uses up your passive, so you can't spam it, but it has a 3-second cooldown. So it's like, you just have to re-get the S and then use it. You could use it multiple times a fight if you're good at getting the S. Grade, not like the S rank, you know. Anyway, what do I think about this champion? Well, with Samira, I think she's interesting, right? To me, she has like an assassin type kit. She pokes you down with Q. She goes in, does more damage for going in up close to you, which is already not what an ADC wants to do. Has a wind wall, which is good for mid lane. Has a dash, good for mid lane, and I guess AD. And the dash increases attack speed, I forgot to say that. And a nuke ulti, right? So, the only problem and the only reason I think she won't go in the ADC role is simply for the fact that she has 500 range. She has the same fucking range as Lucian. And I already said this earlier in this video. Lucian doesn't go in the ADC role because of his range. He has great damage, great, kit. Same thing with Samira. Samira might fare better than Lucian, honestly, but the 500 range is gonna fucking kill her. It's gonna be so fucking bad. That's why I think, more than anything, she's gonna go mid lane, maybe top lane, but I could see her as a mid laner and not even as an ADC. I'm gonna play her ADC. She scales off crit, but goddamn, I do not think she's gonna be played AD unless you have a really good support with you, which this is League of Legends, you don't. So it's gonna be interesting. I think she looks super okay. The 500 range is honestly what's not doing it for me, but aside from that, she just looks like a mid lane fucking assassin to me, an AD mid lane assassin that scales off crit. So it's like, I don't know why they're marking her as an AD. Maybe, I don't fucking know. Maybe because we need an AD. But her kit does not scream ADC to me. It just doesn't. It's like, I don't know. They said with Samira they want to make a combo styled AD that could do stuff on her own. So you're basically making an assassin mid laner. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know. I have mixed opinions about her. I honestly don't even think she's that good either, which is along with Riot's new mentality of like, oh, we don't want to make champions that are busted on release. So what the fuck are you making them for then? Come on, Riot. We need to have fun. But she looks whatever. I mean, her Q is whatever. Her W is really nice. Her passive is kind of useless in my opinion. 3.5% move speed per stack times 6 is like 20 something move speed. And you have to stack it up, and you have to stack it up on champions with your 500 range. It's like, I don't know, mate. I don't know, dog. It's gonna be a no for me. Her W makes her semi-safe, but it's such a high-ass cooldown. It's like 30 seconds cooldown earlier, 28 seconds or some shit. Her E resets, but again, when you getting kills with this bitch, if your support is an engaged support and is actually smart. Her ulti is probably the biggest part about her kit. It does so much damage, AoE, lifesteal, heal. She has pretty interesting build options. I'm pretty sure you actually do go BT on her, but it's like, I don't know, mate. I don't know. I'm not feeling it in the AD role. I'm feeling it more as a mid lane assassin. But yeah, I don't know. That's my opinions on Samira. I think she's gonna be fun. I think she's okay. Obviously, every time a new champion comes out on PBE, all the YouTubers are like, whoa, Samira actually broken. The most busted champion Riot has released. Oh my god, this can't be allowed to release. And then they come to live and they fucking suck ass or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. Samira, I think she'll be okay. I'm not expecting too much. I'll play her. Maybe I'll do good with her just because I'm a god gamer, but I'm not expecting too much here. Anyway, that's the patch. It's 10.19, the Worlds patch. Every patch after this is probably going to be stupid, waiting for preseason or whatever. So, yeah, I would give this patch overall, because we're getting a new ADC, I'm not going to rate it too harshly. I'll give it a... God, a lot of the changes here were fucking dumb, though. But a new ADC was added, quote-unquote. I'll give it a 7 out of 10, Marc Merrills. Fuck. I even think that's me being generous, honestly, but 7 out of 10 Marc Merrills. I'm sticking with it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you again hopefully in 2 weeks when they release the fucking second Legendary Lee Sin skin. So, that's it.